Top 3 questions I get asked on this channel. What does the Amazon Relay load board look like? How do I book loads? And when I book those loads, how do I stay so local? These are the relay rates for Sunday, February 18th.
Let's get into those SoCal relay rates.
All right, as always, gonna put chapters in this. Gonna look at recommended up front, then we'll take a look at 53, 26, take a look at those blocks, if there are any. We'll see if anything's changed from last time, and then we'll close out with some spot capacity. So let's jump into this. Recommended loads. Load board has not been great lately. Last couple relay rates I've done, it has been bad. We'll see if it's improved at all, but let's just see here. Recommended San Diego to Stockton, 3 stops, $1.97 a mile. San 5 going down to Vista, that's a 26-foot truck, $3.79 a mile, 1 pick, 1 stop. You don't usually see 26-foot box trucks going from Amazon facility to Amazon facility. Usually there's some post office locations in there. San 5 ending up in Holtville, $2.97 a mile for 4 stops. Let's see what those 4 stops are. They've got you going from San 5, Main Street and Heber, California. I'm not familiar with Heber. Calexico, I am. And then Holtville. So heading out east. Let's see here. San Diego, 7 stops, ending up in Hamul, $3.38 a mile. They've got you going to Dib 5, then Dib 5 back to San 5, and then stops 3 to 7. These are probably all going to be all post office locations. Stevens Way, San Diego, San Ysidro, Tecate, Hamul. At least they have the Tecate before Hamul, so that way you're at least on the way back on that. Be kind of terrible if it went Hamul, then ended in Tecate. That would be going in the wrong direction, because I doubt you're finding a load out in Tecate. San 5, 26-foot box truck going up to Beaumont. Let's see, $2.13 a mile with a stop in between. San 5, ending up in Murrieta, and then in Beaumont. You can see that, I mean, the stuff I look for, the 53s, these are all, there's one 53 load on here. Oh, here's some. National City going up to Eastvale, 53 trailer provided, $2.55 a mile. Let's start looking in it. Let's just see those 53s. I just want to see what my local load board has, because lately there has not been much. O-type power only, 12 loads. Oh, let's just sort this by rate per mile highest. So top money in San Diego right now on a Sunday, $2.55 a mile, National City to Eastvale, San Diego to Paris, $2.20 a mile, $2.08 a mile, Vista to Oxnard, $1.98 a mile, ending up in Paris. Let's do that one load board. I added it in last time. I like looking at Lancaster for 53. The reason I pick Lancaster is with 250 miles, it's going to show everything in Southern California. It's going to show Fresno. It's going to show Vegas, and obviously everything in LA and Ontario. So let's just see what top money for all of Southern California is. Let's do this price per distance highest. Top money, $4.60 a mile. DAX La Puente ending in Ontario, they say it's going to take 5.5 hours, $258 payout. I know $4.60 a mile sounds great, but you know, you figure 5 hours of your time for $250 might not be the best. Here's another almost duplicate load rather than ending in San Bernardino. This one ends in Fontana. Let me turn that auto refresh off because I always forget that. Anaheim going to San Bernardino, trailer provided, $3.89 a mile. Stop in between. It looks like here's 2 identical loads. This is taking a empty trailer. That little circle not filled in is an empty trailer from Anaheim over to another location in Anaheim, and then at DCX8 picking up a loaded trailer, taking that over to San Bernardino. Little filled in circle is loaded trailer. 368. Let's just see. Yeah, I mean, the fact that there's only 231 loads within 250 miles of Lancaster should speak to Amazon's volume being way down. Usually, and I'm not talking about peak times, I'm talking about normal conditions, there should be about 1,000 loads. So the fact that there's 230 loads within 250 miles of Lancaster, their volume is still way down. We got some 440 a mile, 389, and you figure you get out of these top, I mean, Riverside to Riverside, 7 stops for $2.99 a mile. Buena Park to Eastvale, $2.96. We're already to 2s. Let's just see, for completeness, let's just look for a price per distance lowest. Yeah, $1.32 a mile. 2022, 2023, I've never seen loads below $2 a mile in Southern California, and now they've got, you know, pages and pages and pages of them. $1.32 a mile, $1.33. So volume's down, loads are scarce, rates are low. That's not a good combination. Let's do the same thing with box trucks. Let's do Lancaster 26 and see if those box truck guys are making any money. Let's sort that by price per distance high. So the fact that there's only 107, I mean, again, normal times, non-peak, there should be well over 1,000. They're saying there's 107 price per distance highest. Top money's coming out of San Diego. That San 5 to Vista, $3.79 a mile. San 5 ending up in Ramona, $3.52 a mile. San 5 ending up 7 stops in Jamul. I think we saw these, but I mean, top money for box truck right now looks like it's all in San Diego. Here's one out of Shafter for $2.82 a mile. One pick, one stop, going to Los Angeles. $2.82 a mile, $3.69 total payout for about 80 miles. Another San Diego to Murrieta. Is this San 5 to Mountain Center? This is, let's see, $2.78 a mile, 5 stops. They've got you going from Otay to Murrieta, Lake Elsinore, Idlewild, Mountain Center. So that's going to be a lot of mountain driving. I don't know what that does to the fuel efficiency in a 26-foot box truck, but I know for a truck like this, that kills fuel efficiency. San 5 going to Lake Elsinore, $2.77. San 5 going to El Centro, $2.74. Another El Centro for $2.74. San Diego ending up in Anza, the 4 stops. San 5 going to San Diego, going up to Carlsbad, and then ending up in Anza. So 26 looking a little better than 53 these days. Let's take a look at blocks. I did this last time. I have a saved search in here, SoCal blocks. And let's just see, yeah, just like before. No results. Within 100 miles of San Diego, let's just spread that out to 250. No blocks. Let's take a look. Let's just shoot across the country here and see Denver, Colorado. No blocks. And just so you see my search criteria, I am looking for blocks, solo blocks. Yeah, no blocks. Let's take a look at Austin, Texas. And keep in mind with blocks, there have always been, I mean, it kind of speaks to their volume being down. There's always been, if I could spell right, Austin, Texas. There it goes. No blocks, 250 miles from Austin. Let's just check New York. New York. No blocks within 250 miles of New York. And let's just check like another West Coast place like Portland. Portland, Oregon, no blocks. The fact that there are no blocks, blocks are ahead of the load board as far as what gets work. You know, I mean, you figure Amazon's going to try to send it with like their Amazon freight partners, then they're going to do contracts, then they're going to do blocks, then they're going to try to fill any posted truck orders. Then that's where somebody like me for the first time gets the opportunity to get the load on, like, okay, this load didn't get filled, now it's on the load board. And if the load board doesn't get it taken care of, then it makes it to spot capacity. So the fact that there are no blocks and blocks are ahead of me on the food chain, I'm not surprised that rates are as terrible as they are right now. So no blocks. Let's take a look at spot capacity. Been getting a bunch of this lately. Actually none this weekend. My most recent one, today's Sunday. My most recent was Friday. They needed a truck going from Tracy, 209 miles to Reno. They were offering $575. This is your one and only time to negotiate a higher rate with Amazon. 53, they needed San 5 going up DUR 9 is Temecula and then up to Ontario. It's 108 miles. They were offering $425. LAX shuttle hostler, they needed a shuttle hostler up in Fontana. They're offering $90 for the whole shift. I know that they'll go up to $100 on that, but they were looking for 3 drivers. I believe this is the spot too. They didn't put it in this, but I think that LAX 9 is the one that they actually prefer day cabs. So if you have a day cab, I could be wrong on that, but I think I've seen LAX 9 before. They typically will say day cab preferred. Let's see here. Another shuttle hostler on Wednesday. They were looking for somebody up in Rialto. They needed 3 drivers. They were only 6-hour shifts, but they 3 drivers, 90 an hour. Let's see here. DAX 5 going over to Goodyear, Arizona. It's 332 miles, $6.99. So even spot capacity offers. I mean, I've always kind of touted spot capacity as like, wow, I can't believe they're offering that. Even their spot capacity offers have come down. It's just volume is way down and rates are being affected by it. No loads, rates are low. Bad combination.